What's going on, guys? Welcome to another daily watch video. I waited a little bit with this video because I want to see how the euro-US dollar was going to react, and currently I think we can find some nice setups. Like regarding euro-US dollar, it is currently in a supply zone. Keep in mind we already have like multiple tops in here, but nevertheless it could be a nice quick short in here. Now what I'm mainly watching for euro-US dollar in here is for a low to be formed and a low being broken. Like we can already see that volume is kicking in, so of course I'll be a little bit careful. We don't really have any low unless this one is broken, but I want to see a low in here being created, maybe price going back up again after breaking that low and getting a quick short from there. Like we already made a big run to the upside, so a pullback can be likely in my opinion. Overall the whole chart is still bullish. So also know that the overall time frame is still trending up and it's not trending down, but a quick short, like a small pullback could be happening in my opinion. Now if we go to the DXY real quick, what we can see is that price can still drop, but currently we already took out the liquidity from here. So we could still see a pullback, but yeah, hopefully price can still continue dropping and go until demand in here. So I just really wanna watch these levels, what's going to happen right now. Now if we go to the GBPUSD dollar, what we can see is that price is currently still moving up, and I'm waiting for these highs in here to be broken at least to make another higher height for price to visit back into higher supply up there. And of course that will correspond also with the DXY. Now for now we are still in this small supply zone, but I really hope we can take this out. Like also for the GBPUSD dollar, a pullback would be likely, like it could be possible. Now if we go to the 15-minute time frame, we see a similar scenario like euro-US dollar. We have a low in here, but I'm not going to trade it. I really want to see price either way flying back up or creating like a low in here and then hopefully another pullback back to upside and then breaking it with a change of character. And that's mainly what I'm watching right now for these pairs. Now going to AUDUSD dollar, similar setup. What we're seeing is price is moving back up into supply. Now this is daily supply. This is a pretty good supply level, and currently on the lower time frames you already took out the high. Now on the weekly time frame, what we can see is price also at the 0.75 overall. Structure is still bullish, but yeah, like I said, a pullback could still be happening. Now the only thing I don't really like is that all the pairs are showing the same thing. And for now on AUDUSD dollar, I want to see a further, like a cleaner break back to the downside. So we got a 4-hour low in there. And if we go to the 15-minute real quick, then we can also see a similar scenario. And I'm waiting for, yeah, same thing like in all the other pairs. And yeah, like I said, the only thing I don't really like is that all the pairs are showing the same thing. Usually what you would see is that maybe one can drop, but the other ones probably will continue to rise up or start doing something weird, at least not giving us that clean setup. So for now I'm mainly just watching it, but these are really some interesting levels to watch. Now going to NZDUSD dollar, what we can see is price is currently still trending up. We broke the highs in here and I'm waiting for price to go even higher until supply all the way up there. So yeah, similar thing, a pullback could be nice, but yeah, it's the same thing like catching a falling knife, price going up. Like currently you are trying to stop a rocket, and it could play out if it starts to fall really quickly, but you need to be really careful with something like that. Like I really need to wait for that perfect setup to play out, and for myself that perfect setup could be around the highs in there. But I think there are better pairs like I just showed you that we can trade instead of NZDUSD dollar. So for now I'm not really doing anything for NZDUSD dollar, but if that good setup might present itself, I might look again at it. Now gold making another higher high, making another all-time high. We didn't reach back into our demand zone. Currently not really much to talk about. Like on the 50-minute what we saw is we had a change of character, price never reached back, and this is just that all-time high value, that all-time high price action. Currently price action doesn't really respect those demand zones, especially the lower time frame demand zones. Now we just saw the highs in here being taken out, and especially now like the breakout systems, the breakout trading strategies could work very well. So for example, if you have like a break of structure in here, like change of character, things like that, then simply just taking it at the highs and then putting your stop loss like below at the lows, for example. That's one strategy we utilize, and that could work very well. Now of course don't try it in here, but if price might develop something like this again around these levels in there, then a breakout strategy could yeah, work pretty good. And yeah, that's it. Going over to the Bitcoin. Now for the Bitcoin, we saw a small up move happening. We also took a small position also on our algorithm. Currently we are still stuck in the range, but yeah, we made a change of character in here. I'm waiting for price either way to make a bigger push back to the upside to break the highs in there or maybe eventually break this overall trend. Like currently we are still in a bullish trend. If price might reverse back down, breaking the trend line, then of course the whole thing will change. But for now it's just range trading. We are at the highs and price structure is bullish with all change of characters. So I'm just watching it. I'm just watching to see what's going to happen in either way direction. We can trade it, of course. So that's why I'm just carefully waiting well where price really wants to go. If we're going to break these lows in here, we can make a significant drop back to the downside. And if it's going to break the highs in here, we can make a further push back to the upside. So for now, it's just waiting in which way the range is going to break. And that's it. I'm going to close the video and I'll see you guys again tomorrow.